So I want to make this short video talking about crosshair placement. A lot of people tell me, like, does crosshair placement matter? Like, is it important? And how important really is it? And I'm going to show you a couple examples to show you that it is important, but it's not used as much as you think. Take a look at this clip. So I'm peeking, clearing it. And as you can see here, you can say that this is pretty bad crosshair placement. I was pre-aiming. However, stuff like this happens all the time where you're caught off guard or the enemy isn't where you thought and you have to rely on your raw aim. Now, for most people, they wouldn't sprint out like this with a USP. So it's not really a typical play. And I was caught off guard. How does my aim then help me when I'm caught off guard? I can just click his head. Right. So we're going to move on to another example here. I don't know exactly when it is. So again, I'm peeking there. That was crosshair placement. All right, I missed my shots, whatever. Again, that was good crosshair placement, but since the enemy is moving, I didn't hit my shots. Good crosshair placement, bad aim. That assisted me, quote unquote, but it didn't get me the kill. This is how it gets me the kill. Again, I'm aiming here, again, quote unquote, good crosshair placement. And then what happens? Someone peeks me and I won't tap him. So that is how aim can actually help you, even though like crosshair placement has nothing to do with any of those kills. So a lot of people think crosshair placement is just like, I'm going to peek him and just because he's there, I'm going to get the kill. That's not how it works. What most people think crosshair placement is something like this. Just because you have crosshair placement, look how my crosshair falls. My crosshair was just directly on his head. So, and I sort of fall into that and I just click, right? That's what most people would say crosshair placement is, but it isn't at all. Those sort of situations are very, very rare, where you just peek, don't have to adjust it all, and just click mouse 1. So I'm in the editing software and I noticed that I missed out on a couple of things and I want to explain to you guys. Number one, at a certain level, everyone is going to have crosshair placement, so it won't matter as much. However, if we take a look at this clip that I ended up getting, you can notice something very important. I could have gotten this kill and I could have not gotten this kill. What does that mean? The guy could have been peeking me from B. He could have had another angle from here. He could have been up on these boxes or Lord knows what. And if that was the case, my crosshair placement wouldn't have mattered. It just so happens that I fell on his head, and we can't rely on this just so happens. We can't peek a corner and know and our crosshair is going to be exactly on him. That very rarely happens. We always have to do some sort of adjusting. And that's when people say micros or those short flicks are easier than those wide flicks. The truth is that they aren't easier. They're just the most common type of flicks in TAC FPS games. And since they're the most common types, it's what you're going to be doing and practicing all the time. So you're going to be better at it. It's not that wider or close range are easier or harder. They're both the same level of difficulty. It's just that this is what you're most used to. The idea of good crosshair placement can really never exist. Why? Because the enemy can peek you just short peeks, or he can do a wide peeks, or he can do a crouch peek or something like that. So good crosshair placement will only assist you but not carry you, as many of these YouTubers and guides claim that it does. Why? Since the enemy is constantly moving. The enemy is constantly adjusting himself. He's not gonna be in the same spots. And even if you have to adjust your aim just a little bit, which people would call micros, it is still aim. It is the same level of difficulty or similar level of difficulty as a wide flick or a short flick. There's just two different styles of aim. So stop thinking that aim training is all about, CSGO or Valorant is all about crosshair placement, because it really isn't, and situations like this just prove that.